anyways, so it's alright.
All my life I could feel an insistent gnawing in the back of my mind. It was a yearning, a thirst for discovery that could be neither numbed
Items
nor
already have.
sated.
Let's uncrypt that. Let's go find out where we're going next. I'm looking for one item still. It's a jester item. It's the blue tambourine. And I maybe will consider going for one of these. They're both champions. Everything champion in here because I'd really like to do another low light long level 3 would be ideal. They're all short. Any duplicate items I would like? No, not really. Alright, we're gonna do a short rune, so we can bring Crusaders on this. They seem to do all right in the low light stuff, so let's do that. Crusaders. And other Crusader. And healer. I think both my healers are level 5 now. No, not quite. And we ran Bounty Hunter last time, it worked out pretty well. But we could do Plague Doctor. I don't think it's going to be all that effective, but it would be nice to level them. We're going to do this. Okay. Will I start a new game tomorrow? Probably not. Ideally, they're saying that I may not have to, because the Darkest Dungeon might just be unlocked with my current group, and I'd really like to have the leveled group check that out. Alright, let's back out of here. Let's take care of treatment. We have guys who want to be treated. They are who Eilers needed to be treated. Eilers is in this mission. What? Put fucking Eilers in this mission. Oh, I messed up placing the helmets looked similar. It's supposed to be double Crusader. There we go. Okay. And let's go find out who else needs to be treated. That might be a good one to get rid of. May not be entirely necessary. Anemic and rabies, slow reflexes. Stress release, the fungi might be good. No, that's fine. So, fuck, there was one guy, and only one guy. Who was it? Oh, it was a double Unquiet Mind. Do I want to clear that? Probably not. Get rid of Sickly. Okay, and then we're gonna go treat stress. Alright, we'll only flagellate. It's kind of annoying. Okay. Is the bounty hunter in the front row? Nope, no, it isn't. Okay. Set it up. We're gonna low light, I guess. I mean, it almost doesn't feel worth it for low light because it's just without camping. I don't think I am. I think I'm just gonna clear this as quickly as possible, not in low light at all. Let's just do a regular mission here. All right, let's go ahead and provision. No, items first, right? Okay, healer for healing items and scouting items. And Plague Doctor needs to actually be able to hit with dots, so we'll run that and anti-stress. And the guys here want to do damage, we'll run Sunring and anti-undead, or possibly... Nah, let's just run anti-undead. Be fine. Same here. Anti-undead and Sunring. Deal. Are they leveled? Let's go have a look. Probably not. Focus is... Nomad is... Winnie is... Plague Doctor is... I don't have blinding gas. That's fixed now. Alright, take a look at the blacksmith. Brings it up to 8 speed. I don't see a reason to level the damage on the Vestals. They're the only class I don't think it matters because their base speed, I don't really care about where they go in the turn order. And these guys are both leveled. Okay, let's do it. Should be a relatively quick one. 2 of those, 2 of those. No camping, we'll bring 8 of these. I don't think any of them have stress abilities that make them camp more, right? Actually, we do a stress eater, we'll bring 10 of these. And a key. Torches. Right. How long have I been doing this playthrough? I don't know. About a week, maybe? We've been putting some pretty decent amount of hours into this particular playthrough, though. I like the double crusader and the runes for the damage. I have one of my guys with on guard who goes second. Yeah, okay. Alright, gotta put light over 75 for our damage buffs here. I didn't redo these abilities, which is kind of annoying to do that in a moment.
A powerful blow.
Great. They're both just Holy Lance. I'll die to the dot now. And we can try to stun. It's just unlikely to hit.
The light, the promise of safety. Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Wait, putting my Darkest Dungeon up on YouTube, it's an option. Maybe. I hadn't really considered it. I mean, we've been talking about it a little bit, but I hadn't really decided if I was going to do it or not. Guess we could.
As the fiend falls,
Stun this guy.
a faint hope blossoms.
And I need to change these items out, or these skills out a little bit in a second too.
Precision and power. Slowly.
Alright.
Gently.
So
This
I
is
need to
how
turn on the
life is
stun
taken.
here over the bleed, I think. Okay. And I need to turn on stress heal over the regular heal for the highlight portion of this. Right. So Doctor meant to be a stunner in this lineup or an extra dot. He's meant to be utility. So to just do that little bit of extra something to kill targets that we need to get down. Here I'll start off probably, I mean I could, here like it doesn't really matter. Play grenade here first is just fine. I say that. I actually wanted to stun there because my thought process was this guy probably dies to a one shot with the Crusader, and that if I make it so the Crusader gets to attack before he does, I don't have to take the stress damage. But I just misspoke. But this is the other plus side of that, right? Like if there's just a little bit of damage they're missing, it will finish that off. debuff is that? Minus crit.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
The Crusader just stacking unholy buffs on them is really, really strong for the runes. Just they're not really strong on boss fights because they can't target which selection you want, so they're just kind of there for clearing out the trash dungeons. And you don't really need guys who are good at clearing out trash dungeons. Plenty of groups do that already.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Madman, we do hate those. Surprise round though. Okay. Is he blight resistant anyway? He's not. Let's start by doing that then.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Let's just do anything to add damage to this to try to get it in kill range for the Crusader. And then we miss. Really? We missed? Did I heal my full Vestal? I did. I healed him because I wanted to potentially get a crit, which I actually got, and the crit allowed me to reduce stress, and I didn't feel like anyone else's health was low enough to worry about. Although I might regret that here in a moment. Alright, if we put another dot and hit me, one more dot and hit me dies, we just slice him down. Just put a heal here. Totally land there.
A devastating blow. Unnerved, unbalanced.
It's annoying. We killed something this round already, so we can stun here instead and get around to healing in.
Impressive.
Could have potentially done some stress healing with Inspiring Cry too. I just kind of forgot I had it. Alright.
This expedition
slower of the two needs to be. This guy's on guard, so I want him behind. Okay, it looks good. Alright. 90 is 100. The white over 75 for this fight. Okay, surprise round. Fantastic. Alright, so I will actually blinding gas here, just in case we miss either of our nukes here, because I think they'll get one-shotted here. The stacking damage. Holy Lance is 30% versus Unholy, the item's another 25, and then the Sun Ring's another 15. So this starts to add up quite a lot. Dot here, I guess. Don't really care what he does. I'd like to stress heal the Vestal down a little bit. So I could leave these guys up. It's pretty unlikely they'll do any critting in here.
Death waits
then they crit.
for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Alright, I'm gonna stress heal here. And there. my Plague Doctor goes again, we can... Oh, he's already dead to the dot anyways, so that's fine. So he dies to the dot. And that means he's now dead to the dot, so we can just heal non-stop here, because the longer we kill one thing this round, we won't trigger that, the advance, the stress advance, and he'll die the round after to the dot, so I don't really care what they do this round. Yeah, if he crits, it'd be annoying, but we can just stress heal with everybody here.
The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
Alright. The melee units doing all the killing will get a lot of stress relief from actual killing things, whereas the healer won't. That's why I was focusing him with the stress healing. Of these, we care for portraits the least, so we'll throw everything else out. And the slow one needs to be in the front. He is good. Slightly better percentage on the Plague Doctor, but only by 10%, and I was hoping for the stress relief.
That such missteps are the exception, and not the rule.
Eat. Torch here. I know there's a fight in this room. Okay, Bone Commander. Let's get a heal here. I'm gonna start dotting up the Bone Commander, I think. I guess a Plague on the Veteran might have been okay too. But let's just kill these guys.
A singular strike.
Oh, really? It's a pretty low roll. Of course. Alright, he's gonna need some healing. Let's kill this thing. Plague Grenade it. We'll die to the dot. And let's start just... Can we stun? It'd be really nice to stun here. And attempt it. Ground pound, yeah. I should stun this guy because he had the debuff, yeah. 70% stun resist really isn't that much. Why is he non-stop stunning, resisting? What is our percentage? Is there a debuff on there? It's just not a very high. No, it's 129% chance he's gonna be resisting every single fucking stun. He's just getting lucky. Very lucky. There we go. Dead to the dot. We can just ignore anything he does this round.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
There's one shovel left, although we don't have to scout that room. So we could toss the shovel. I'm gonna toss the medicinal herbs. Pick that up. Actually could use a couple more crests. Toss the bandage. I'm not really in this one for gold, just to get the next level round of missions is really why we're on this mission at all. It's weird that the Crusaders... Oh, he's got on guard, that's why he went first. Try to stun.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Crit me on the last fight.
Masterfully executed.
Just looking for a crit. Fortunately, he survives that. We definitely have one more action after the Crusader, so we'll try to kill there. Yeah.
Success. So
50
clearly
gold. Let's use our last torch.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Do we have another key? Don't. We can bash that open. Don't need portraits. One more blockage, one more item.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Alright.
The shifted corridors and sloped walls of our ancestry are beginning to feel familiar.
Yeah, so much less cash in those. But levels, that's good. No, that one needs to go. Because I use them with highlight all the time. So, Nomad needs Fang. Okay, no one got diseases though, so the rest of that's pretty decent.